Hello students, how are you? Good? Okay. I hope my previous lecture is clear to you. So welcome to my next lecture, grade 12, topic sexual reproduction in the flowering plant. So today we will discuss the rest part of the chapter. So starting from the Megasporogenesis. It is the process of formation of megaspore from the megaspore mother cell, which is also known as MMC. Okay, and this process is called megasporogenesis. Second point, ovule generally differentiate a single megaspore mother cell in the micropylar region. That I told you what is micropylar end of the nucellus. The MMC or megaspore mother cells undergoes meiotic divisions. The majority of the flowering plant, one of the megaspore is functional while the other three degenerate. So there are 4 megaspore as we discussed earlier, megaspore tetrads. So one is functional, 3 will degenerate. Only the functional megaspore develop into the female gametophyte. The nucellus is diploid and MMC is diploid. And the female gametophyte, which is functional, that is haploid. You can see in the picture. After that, the nucleus of functional, there were 4 now, so only the functional megaspore divide mitotically to form 2 nuclei. These two moves to the opposite pole. You can see in the picture, these two moves to the opposite poles, forming the 2 nucleate embryo sac. 2 more sequential mitotic nuclear division result in the formation of 8 nucleate stage of the embryo sac. See in the picture? So, one nucleus from each pole comes to the center of the embryo sac that will form central cell. They fuse together to form the secondary nucleus. The 3 nuclei at the chelazal end form the antipodal. Just match all these explanations to the given diagram side by side. I told you what is chelazal end and what is micropylar end. So please don't confuse with them. The 3 nuclei at the micropylar end organize into the egg apparatus. They are identified into 2 synergids and an egg between them. See in the picture? The angiosperm embryo sac at maturity, so 8 nucleate, which has 7 cells. So, in the angiosperm, that embryo sac is also known as 7-celled 8 nucleate stage. So, after that, pollination. Pollination is what? The transfer of pollen grain to stigma of a pistil, or you can define that transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of a pistil is called pollination. Now, the types. First is autogamy. The transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of the same flower, remember that same flower, is called autogamy. In these flower, anther and stigma lie close to each other so that self-pollination can occur. Self means when occur between the same flower. Then chasmogamous flower and clistogamous flower. Some flower produces 2 type of the flower. Some plant produces 2 type of the flower. Example, viola, oxalis and commelina. Flowers with exposed anther and stigma are called chasmogamous flower. Okay, and the flower which do not open at all, that are known as clistogamous flower. Okay, don't confuse. These are the chasmogamous flower and clistogamous flower. So the lower side, that is the clistogamous flower which do not open, and upper side the chasmogamous flower. Now, geitonogamy. transfer of pollen grain from the anther to stigma of different flower but the plant will remain same is called the Xenogamy. That's why genetically it is similar to the autogamy. Why? Because the pollen grain coming from the same plant. The flower will different but the plant is same na. That's why these are genetically similar. Okay. Then after that Xenogamy, the transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of different plants of same species. Plant will differ here. Now the agents of pollination. Plant use two type of agents. First is abiotic, example wind and water, and biotic, which include animals. So these are the agents which achieve the pollination. Now the majority of the plant use biotic agents for the pollination. Only a small of the plant use abiotic agents, such as first is Anemophily. The pollination occurred by the effect of wind as an agent. This is known as Anemophily. Anemo means air. Okay. Hydrophily. Hydro means water. That means that pollination occur by effect of water as an agent in the hydrophytes plant is called hydrophily. Third is the zoophily. Zoo means animal. So the pollinations occur by the effect of animals as an agent. This is known as the zoophily. So the rest part we will discuss in the next video. Till then, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.